What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. So it's officially a day after Game 7 of the NBA Finals, and as we all know, not only did we have Game 7, we did have a big trade as Kevin Durant was traded to the Houston Rockets. We already went ahead and did the Kevin Durant Rockets rebuild, so basically here we are today. We're going to be doing the other side of the trade time with the Phoenix Suns got. Let's do this Suns rebuild after they have traded away Kevin Durant. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. We're currently on the road to 50,000 subs. You want to help us reach that goal? That would be absolutely amazing. Obviously, first thing is first. Huge prayers up to Tyrese Halliburton, man. That was just super unfortunate. It kind of ruined Game 7 for me in a way. Huge congrats to OKC, obviously, as well. But man, that really stung. It sucked because he was on a burner to start things off, and then we had 3 Achilles tears this whole entire playoffs out in the Eastern Conference. All players that wear number 0, by the way, which is super weird. Shout out to Jackson O'Shea for pointing that out. That was super weird to even look at. Regardless, though, let's talk about the Phoenix Suns. Obviously getting Kevin Durant out of here for Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks in the 10th overall pick and a bunch of seconds. I also have uploaded the Durant Rockets rebuild. Like I said, I also uploaded late last night the OKC off-season rebuild, so if you're interested in that, it was uploaded late last night. So a lot of content dropped within the last 24 hours. So yeah, if you have not seen any of those, those are available. But the next step for them obviously is going to see what they can do with Bradley Beal. I don't know what they're going to do with him, whether it's going to be a massive buyout or if they're going to find a way to or if he's going to finally accept a trade somewhere. Who knows? I realistically can't come up with an idea that would Bradley Beal would be gone in a way that he'd be happy with it. So I think he's gonna be stuck here like he always is in these Suns rebuilds that we do. But first thing is first, obviously they hired a new head coach. I think we need to head to draft night and see what we're gonna get with that 10th overall pick. Let's see how the draft order falls. So number 1 is gonna be Ace Bailey. Be kind of funny if after all the shenanigans that Ace Bailey's been playing in real life that he went number 1 overall. Wow, Noah goes number 3 to Philadelphia. So the Hornets are gonna get Dylan Harper. So far this mock draft is a little weird. Liam goes to the Wizards. We got Edgecombe to the Pelicans. If he would have fallen, I just realized Edgecombe fell so far. Trey Johnson. Okay. It would have been, honestly, it would have been hilarious if we would have taken Trey Johnson because obviously we don't need another shooting guard right now. But Jeremiah Fears definitely seems like a really good pick here. Carter Bryant also could make a ton of sense here. Derek Queen, another one. Honestly, I think we take Derek Queen here. The Suns need a big. So I do think I'm going to talk myself into Derek Queen right here. So, and then we have a late first round pick. So we get Derek Queen to start things off, which feels pretty good. And then I don't know much about, well, I know some of these guys, but no, or I think Nick Clifford is someone that people like. So I'm going to take him here, this selection out of Colorado State. So it's going to feel like a pretty solid draft. Derek Queen and Nick Clifford and then a Visage. So yeah, I'm feeling good about that. We got Mitchich, who already went overseas. So, go ahead and decline that. And then here are your other free agents we're not too worried about. Okay, so our bird rights, we have Mason Plumlee. That's about it. So let's look at the team now. So we got Devin Booker at point guard, which he's probably going to continue to play that because I guess the plan is to keep Jalen Green for the Phoenix Suns. A little surprised by that. Maybe that's just GM speak and they'll still trade him away. I don't know. But we got Jalen Green, Bradley Beal, Grayson Allen, Dylan Brooks at the 3 with Ryan Dunn and Cody Martin. And then you got Royce O'Neal at the 4 with now Derek Queen and Nick Richards, which I feel okay about that. So and then we got Iguodala as well. But Derek Queen should be a really nice starting center immediately. So to me, we probably need to find a way to upgrade the power forward spot. We're stuck with Bradley Beal. So Grayson Allen and Bradley Beal are probably going to be kind of our backcourt rotation. We're going to move Beal to backup point guard. He's going to have to play next year. And then, so I think what we could do, I don't know if we're under the second apron now. No, we're not even close to under the second apron. Holy moly. So we're not going to be able to aggregate contracts yet. I thought we'd be closer, but we're definitely not. Maybe next year when Beal's contract is gone, that'll help. But yeah, we definitely are not close to being under it. So, I guess the only thing I could look to do is like try to use Cody Martin's contract for something, but I highly doubt anything of significance would pop up for us. Alonzo Ball is interesting, but we can't actually do that trade. Kyle Anderson, again, we can't take back more salary than we're sending out in this scenario. None of these offers are that appealing. So the one thing we could try to do is basically sign a power forward on a minimum contract. That's like our only option, which is really unfortunate, but that's just where we are as a team. So yeah, the Suns, I'm sure they're going to find a way to, obviously, like I said, renounce, or not renounce Bradley Beal, but get rid of him. So maybe that helps them out in getting under that apron. But as of right now for this video, I have no ideas on how they could do that. So We have, I meant to stop on day 12, but I actually skipped past that. I don't think we would have gotten anybody that great anyway. So it's whatever. So this is what we're going to look like going into next season. It's not going to be the greatest. I mean, again, we could try to trade Beal, but just, I can't imagine anything realistic I would feel good about popping up, because there's going to be some offers. Like Miami would give us Rozier and Duncan Robinson. Okay, actually, this one doesn't seem too bad, because this does fall under what we could, do. Would the Miami Heat want Bradley Beal, though, is the question. Because we get Rozier and Duncan Robinson's contract. Both of them are completely expiring. So it'd save us from Beal for another season. Although I'm not sure Miami does it just for a second. You know what? I'm going to do this trade. I don't trade Beal often when I do these videos, but we're going to combine the 5 seconds we got to entice the Miami Heat to do this Beal trade, I guess. So we're going to be out of Beal's contract a year earlier, which feels great. We needed that. So this is definitely going to be kind of a season where we punt a little bit. We're not going to be that great if I had to guess. But I think that's a solid start, because next offseason, we'll have a completely clean slate. We should absolutely be under that apron, and we should be able to do a lot more. So that feels good. I like that trade. I didn't think anything would pop up that I like, but Miami wanted to make a move. I guess Beal could be interesting. I think Beal would actually accept a move to Miami as well, which is why I also felt comfortable doing that. But would Miami want him? That I'm not so sure about. I'm not so sure about that. So power ranking is 16th overall. We got grit and grind going right now, but we are going to go ahead and move this to balance. But I'm definitely curious to see how a Jalen Green and Devin Booker backcourt is about to perform. I really don't know what to expect. I don't even know if we're going to keep Jalen Green throughout the video. I'm going to try to, but we'll see how it goes. So Jalen Green and Devin Booker with Dylan Brooks, Royce O'Neal, Nick Richards, Ryan Dunn, Grayson Allen, Iguodala, Cody Martin, and Derek Queen is your rotation. So yeah, I think I'm cool with that. Honestly, let's run, let's just leave it 10-man rotation. Derek Queen's going to get some minutes his rookie season. Although low-key, I'd rather just start him. Like, might as well, right? We know he's going to be the future here. So let's just throw him in the starting 5 and see what he does. And I'll see you guys at the end of year number 1. So at the end of the season, Shea wins MVP. Once again, Demon is your rookie of the year for the Nets. You got Cooper Flag, 6th man on the Spurs. Depoy going to Giannis, Riche most improved, and Shea is your clutch player. And coach here goes to Tom Thibodeau, who just continues to get rehired. Knicks, can you please fill out that spot so he can stop getting rehired in these scenario or in these sims? But okay, so All-NBA first team. I don't see Devin Booker, I'm noticing, which is maybe a good sign that Jalen Green took some pressure off of him, but we'll have to see. And of course, we need to see how the Rockets are doing on the West. And they didn't even make the playoffs, which is just so silly. But we did make it in the play-in, though. So that's kind of cool. Let's take a look at the player stats. So you had 28 from Devin Booker, 24 from Jalen Green. Not too bad. 11 from Grayson Allen, 10 from Dylan Brooks, 10 from Derek Queen, and 8 rebounds as well. 9 from Iguodala, 6 from Royce O'Neal, and then 6 from Cody Martin. So honestly, I think if we could try to keep Booker, Jalen Green, and Dylan Brooks kind of as our, main 3 guys along with Derek Queen at the 5. I think if we could find a way to get an elite power forward, that'd be ideal, and this roster might turn into something. Don't know how easy that's going to be to pull off, but regardless, we have a chance of getting in the playoffs with this first year being kind of like a shake-up kind of year. But Derek Queen should continue to develop for us, that starting 5 spot. But let's see if we're even going to beat the Kings to get in. And we go to overtime, and we barely squeak by them. And now we get to play the Los Angeles Lakers. So Luka Doncic versus Devin Booker. Old rivalries renewed here. And Luka being in LA now. It looks like we're going to blow them out, though. So we are going to get in the playoffs in year 1. Love that. So 122 to 96, 30 from Jalen Green, and 23 from Devin Booker. Now we get to play the Mavericks. Now, I will tell you right now, we stand 0 chance of beating the Mavericks here. But we do win game 1. It'd be freaking hilarious if we beat them, but I don't see that happening. So 2-1. I don't know how, but we are so far keeping pace with the Mavericks, because every time I play the Mavericks in like year 1 or 2, they're OP as hell and very hard to beat. But for whatever reason right now, we have their number. It's not okay. Booker at 52 and we still lost. I thought we were about to win that game 5 and take a 3-2 lead, but I think what's happening is going to end right here. So yeah, it looked cool there for a second. I thought we were actually going to beat them, but no, we fall short. 119-93. The biggest thing is, like I said, we should have a lot more flexibility this offseason with Bradley Beal's contract gone. Robinson's contract is going to be gone. Or sorry, yeah, Robinson and Rozier's contract is going to be gone. The Mavericks went to the finals. So we technically pushed the champion to 6 games. So got to feel pretty good about that. So let's go to the lottery, even though I don't think we're having a lottery pick this offseason. So the Jazz get number 1. I think we have a pick. No, maybe it's next year. So next year we have some picks. But we do have 2 first-round picks we could trade, I believe. Jordan Odd's going to remain the head coach, obviously. Let's head to draft night. Let's see what we can do on draft night. So on draft night, We have, let's see, nothing. 26th overall. That's about it. So let's see who the assistant GM takes for us. Milan, I don't even know how to say that name. Avicic will go ahead and accept. The qualifying offers nothing. Okay, for free agency, who's a free agent? So Nick Richards, Cody Martin, Rozier, and Doug Robinson. So I do think I'll bring back Nick Richards, although Iguodaro obviously could handle that situation too. But as you can see, we are well under the second apron now, which feels really good. So my plan of action, hopefully, is to get a power forward this offseason to add to this team. So where do we get it from? Who is it going to be? That remains to be seen. But I think we can put together a solid package to get a power forward added to this team. Just got to figure out who it's going to be. And that's going to be the next plan of action here. Honestly, guys, I think I have the perfect trade target for that power forward spot. We have someone that obviously has a lot of issues, but what do the Suns have to lose? They've dug themselves so deep already in trying to contend. We might as well just go for it, and we can take the big risk in trading for Mr. Zion freaking Williamson. Obviously, there has been rumors about him being traded this offseason. Will he stay in New Orleans? Will he be traded away? There's some now new off-court stuff with him, but as I mentioned, why not go for it? What does Phoenix have to lose? So we're going to try to put something together to get Zion Williamson. He also shouldn't be that hard to trade for if you're the Suns, which is why I also love this. So we're going to go Grace now to start the salary matching process. Russ O'Neal in here. We need some young talent in here too, obviously. So we'll throw Iguodaro because we can find Nick Richards. And let's go Avicic maybe. Let's offer both the picks we have to offer, two of the picks we have to offer. And just like that, they agree. So we get Zion Williamson. Would it even cost that much? I don't know. Those picks weren't that great. Well, the 2030 Phoenix is interesting, but the main thing, like I said, I wanted to do was acquire Zion Williamson, and we have done that. We need a new power forward. We've made it happen. Now it's just time to build out a bench. So the first step, obviously, is going to be resigning Nick Richards and whatever else we can do. But I'm very happy to have acquired Zion Williamson. Jamal Shed here is here as well on a minimum. I think we got to take advantage of that. And then let's go. Kasha and George feels, yeah, I'm not going to do that one because I don't want to do too crazy. Like, I can see Jamal Shed not being on the Raptors going forward, but Kasha, well, I don't know if I should say that. But, I mean, we got to take advantage of what we can come up with because we need a bench. If we're going to contend, if Jamal Shed was forever, whatever reason, waived, I'm not going to do Nick Smith, although he'd be fun too. I mean, I could see the Hornets waiving him, I guess. Do we? I mean, I feel like we could choose one of these guys, but it is kind of dumb they get waived. I've tried to fix it before, and it just doesn't fix it. Although, Champagne is another guy that got waived, too. All these guys that are looking interesting got waived. What the hell? Okay. You know what? I think I'm going to settle on Nick Smith, because he feels a little bit more realistic that the Hornets may just get rid of him. So, I'm going to do that one. I'm not going to resign. I'm not going to sign Jamal Shed. Give me... So, we're going to get... whoops, never mind, we're not getting Nick Smith. So maybe I will sign Jamal Shed then. So we're gonna get Jamal Shed and Nick Richards on the team to start things off. So that's gonna fill out a little bit of a bench we have going. Now Caruso got waived too. Why are the Thunder waiving him? That makes no sense. I wonder why they're gonna lose Chet Holmgren. They just waive Caruso and he's gonna go to the Spurs now. That's great. That's gonna make this video that much tougher. We love that. Maybe we do have to bring it. Well, no, we have Ryan Dunn already. So we just need a backup power forward, backup shooting guard, and then we'll have a 9-man rotation. So, is it Bogdan? Is it Bruce Brown? Tyrese Martin? Give me Bruce Brown. Hopefully, Bruce Brown can become the player he was for the Nuggets for us. And I think that's all we can really do. And I'll sign Jonathan Isaac too. Why not? To a minimum. Okay. That feels like a solid offseason. We got in Zion Williamson. We'll see how it goes. We got Jalen Green now with Devin Booker, Zion Williamson, Dylan Brooks, Jamal Shed, Ryan Dunn, Derek Queen up to a 79. This should be a fun team. Nick Clifford is slowly developing too, so that's also huge for him to keep going up. We need him to be a rotational piece next year, probably. Okay, well, let's see how this is about to go. We might even throw Nick Clifford in right away. So, I'm excited. I think this team could do something next year. We made it to the play-in last year. We now added Zion to this equation. We'll see how it goes. I think I just loaded the wrong draft class. I sure did. Okay, I'm going to fix that, and I'll see you guys with the rotation going here too. So here's the rotation. We got Devin Booker, Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, Zion Williamson, Nick Richards, Jamal Shed, Ryan Dunn, Derek Queen, and Jonathan Isaac and Bruce Brown. I actually like that a lot. I feel really good about what we have right now. Now the only thing I would like to do is, you know, as usual, I want to start Derek Queen over Nick Richards. I just feel like Derek Queen gives us a little bit of a higher ceiling there in the starting five, so we're going to do that. And then Zion Williamson, Jalen Green, Devin Booker are hopefully going to do their thing. So the shot tendencies for those guys, obviously Devin Booker's is really high, so is Zion's. Maybe we push Jalen Green, maybe just having a little bit of a back step to Zion and Devin Booker, but I still want him to be the third scorer, obviously. It takes less pressure off of him too. Proficiency is now 4-star, which it was last year. But now Zion added alongside Devin Booker. Can't wait to see how this team's going to do. Off to a solid start, but I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. At the end of year 2, Jokic wins MVP. DeBanza is your rookie of the year. Anthony is your 6-man women defensive player. Hugo most improved, and Anthony is your clutch player. Jason Kidd, 66 and 16, wins coach of the year. And Hobson is your executive. So here's your All-NBA first team. We got Wembanyama making it, All-NBA second team, and All-NBA third team. But Zion does make it for us. So looks like that trade worked out fairly well for us. I love that. All defensive first team and all defensive second team. Did Chet join Wemby in San Antonio like I saw he would? He sure did. They have Cooper Flag, Chet, and Wembanyama. Yeah, and then Stephon Castle and Jeremiah Fears. I don't even know if we're ever going to win a championship in this video now because of that. That's just insanely stupid. But I don't know. I guess the Thunder just always waive Caruso, and it screws them by, I guess, attempting to re-sign Chet Holmgren. I was blanking there for a second. But Devin Booker, 23. 21 and 7 from Zion, 20 from Jalen Green, 10 and 8 from Derek Queen, 10 from Jamal Shed, 8 from Dylan Brooks, and 7 from Nick Richards. We're going to shrink this down to a 9 rotation for the playoffs, and we're going to see how far we can go. So Derek Queen will continue to start, which I love that. And let's go ahead and see if we can face off or beat the Nuggets. We lost in round 1 last year, pushing the... Malcolm Brandon's a solid pickup for the Nuggets, by the way. I like that for them. But we pushed the Dallas Mavericks to 6. So let's see how we do against Jokic. So we're up 1-0. We're up 2-0. They may even it up here, and they do. So I was feeling good there for a second, but now we got an even series. So we're going to be going to Phoenix for a game 5. Let's see if we can take out the Nuggets here and win game 5. It's not looking good for us right now, and the Nuggets will go ahead and take the 3-2 lead. So they want to give Nick Richards the start now, I guess. Maybe Derek Queen struggling against Jokic. I don't know. Let's just listen to the advice, I guess, and let's see if we can win game 6 to force a game 7. We're going to go home in 6 games again. It looks like we're going home in 6 games again. Oh, never mind. Barely came back there at the end. But a win is a win, and Nick Richards is going to start again. So game 7 in Phoenix. Did we do all that just to lose? We came back super late in that game 6. I would love to see us win in game 7. And I think we've done that. Let's go. So we've won a playoff series. 41 from Devin Booker, 36 and 12 from Zion. Now I get to play the team we pushed to 6 last year. But again, it is the Mavericks, who didn't take Cooper Flag. Of course, they have Ace Bailey in this one. Let's simcast game 1 to see how close this will be. Because we won game 1 last year, but it didn't matter. So we have a chance to take game 1 here. Are we getting? No, we lose. 111 and 125. So we're going to go down 1-0 to the Dallas Mavericks. And let's see if we can maybe even the series and win 1 in Dallas. It's not looking good for that. The Mavericks, like I said, they're OP in the first couple of seasons, and that's going to continue here. San Antonio actually got beat by the Blazers. What the hell? Okay. Well, let's see if we win game 3. No, we're going to get swept, aren't we? No, we won game 4, so we're not dead yet. What about game 5? No, we lose in 5. So Dallas Mavericks continue to own us right now. And we got the Mavericks and the Wolves. And the Wolves beat them, and they're going to go on to win the championship in 5 games. Okay, so the one thing that we have at our disposal is we have guys that are going to continue to develop. That's the one thing we can rely on, because we don't have much else that we could do. Obviously, this team is very limited on what we can do. So the Jazz are going to have 1 and 5. That's good for them. We traded the pick that we could have had here, I believe, so we're not going to be drafting at all. Jordan Ott's going to remain the head coach. I think he's done a great job so far. NBA draft, we have, I believe, no draft picks at all. None. And then let's go to player options. So options, we have Jalen Green declining, and Nick Clifford will accept. I'm kind of hoping he becomes part of the rotation next season. So Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks need to be re-signed. So I'm cool on doing that. I definitely want to do that for both of them. So Dylan Brooks will be re-signed, and Jalen Green is getting actually a good offer from the Clippers. So let's make sure we come in and get Jalen Green. Oh, wow. Can I even give him a no-trade clause? I may not be able to get Jalen Green back. I don't even know if I can give him a no-trade clause to convince him to stay. I don't think I should be giving Jalen Green a no-trade clause, but right now, the Clippers are coming in hot. I mean, do I just go player option? I can't give him a no-trade clause. I think he was on like a small contract recently. I don't know. Are we going to lose him for nothing? Wow, we may not be able to do anything about it. We're offering him more money. He just wants to go LA instead. Not great. And that's going to hurt us really badly. Damn, bro. That sucks. I hate that. I wanted Jalen Green back too. But I don't know if there's a single thing I can do about it, unless if I was just like, no, he's staying for the video theme. But I guess I could do that in theory. But man, that sucks. If we lose Jalen Green, we're not winning a championship in this video. There's 0 chance that happens, I don't think. So I think we basically have to pray that Jalen Green doesn't sign with the Clippers actually? Or do we just, I don't even know how we could sabotage the Clippers. So he is going to choose the Clippers over us so far. Unless he falls out, we are screwed. I don't think we're getting him back, which is just super annoying. Is he here? Please tell me he is. I doubt it. Nope, he full on signed with the Clippers. Now here's the decision I have to make. Do I make him come back because he's kind of the theme of today's video, or do I just keep him in a... I think because he's kind of the point of this video, because he just came back. Wait, what happened? Where did he go? He didn't go to the Clippers. Or we still... No, he's not even on the Clippers. Or I didn't think I saw him there. Where did he go instead? Is he still out here? He went to Miami? What the hell? How did he get up in Miami? I literally had a good offer on him, and then he chose Miami instead. That don't make any sense. Yeah, he's coming back. He's coming back after that tomfoolery. Let's bring him back because he's kind of the theme of the video anyway. So we're going to bring Jalen Green back to the team. Sue me. I don't care. So Jalen Green is officially back on the team. So love that he just chose to re-sign with us immediately, and I didn't have to do anything to make that happen. But let's go to, I guess, what else we can do in free agency. So Kevin Huerter feels like someone that could make sense for us. So I'm going to go ahead and give him a contract. And then we're just going to have to hope Jamal Shed comes back too, because we basically need a backup point guard. And we just have to hope that Nick Clifford and Derek Queen are going to be developing into a spot where they're going to be super helpful next season. So we have Derek Queen, which I've seen him jump up more than that. I'm surprised he hasn't. So he's still only an 80 overall. Damn, that sucks. Okay, so Zion is down, Dylan Brooks is down. And then Nick Clifford, he didn't move at all. Wow, okay. Well, that dream is dead. So maybe we have to force the issue, because I thought those guys would develop, and they just didn't really. And then does Devin Booker want to sign an extension yet? He doesn't, not yet. He's not willing to anyway. Who else was? What was that? It was Ryan Dunn. Okay, so are we under the second apron, by the way? I mean, we're years in the future. I think it'd be close if we were not. I'm just going to assume that we're probably not. So I guess we just got to run it back with the way things are right now. So we're going to have to hope that internally Derek Queen and Clifford continue to develop. I thought we'd see a little bit more of a jump from both of them. Unfortunately, it was not meant to be. Maybe next offseason will be like that. But I've seen Queen develop into like a 88 before, I think. So I'm surprised we didn't see anything from him. But it'll be the same rotation, and I'll see you guys at the end of year 3. So at the end of this season, Wembanyama wins MVP. Mika is your Rookie of the Year in Philly. Anthony is your 6th man. Wemby Defensive Player. Kareem Lopez Most Improved. And Shai's your Clutch Player. Jordan Ott is your Coach of the Year. As we went 61-21, which was pretty out of left field. I was a little surprised by that, but I'm happy about it, obviously. Zion continues to be great for us. Him and Devin Booker are both about to be free agents, which we're going to re-sign both of them if we have to continue here. Unless if we win a championship here, we will keep going. I don't know if we will, though, even though we're the 1st seed. Okay, so Jalen Green jumping up to 26 points per game is definitely helpful. 20 and on 46%, 50, 40, 90. I mean, I will say this right now. I'm not a huge Jalen Green guy. I'll be the first to admit that. But if Phoenix somehow got this out of Jalen Green when he got there, that'd be a home run. And I'd be willing to change my opinion of the trade. But this is just 2K. So we'll see if it changes in real life or not. But we got Devin Booker also averaging 27 on 50, 40, 90. So we have 2 guys averaging 50, 40, 90 for this team. No wonder why we're the 1st seed in the West. Okay, so the Clippers, who try to steal my boy Jalen Green from me, we get to play them in round 1. Let's see how this is about to go. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to them, and game 4 goes to them. Okay, so we've had a lead in this series, and now we drop it. So they want to put Richards back in the starting 5. I mean, when we did this last year against Jokic and the Nuggets, seemed to work. So I guess I'm willing to do it again with the Clippers here. We have the lead most of the game, but they've been behind us the whole time. So I'm not ruling them out coming back, but thankfully we hung on. Jalen Green and Booker combined for 72 in that one. Hopefully we could beat them in 6 and avoid a game 7, because I'm not really trying to go home as the 1st seed, the 8th seed. That'd be really disappointing, but we are going to go to a game 7. So game 7 is indeed happening. All right, well, hopefully we don't lose it, but game 7 against the T-Wolves. Please hang on to this lead. It's looking good so far, but they have closed the gap maybe a little bit, but we'll hang on. Okay, so that's good. One thing I also need to do, by the way, is before I forget, let's auto save on so the game doesn't crash on me for some reason. Okay, so Minnesota got Dillingham, Edwards, McDaniels, Carter Bryant, Naz Reid, Aldama, Edwards, and Jalen Clark. Not a bad team for Minnesota over there. See if we can make it happen. 9-man rotation, 50 bench utilization. Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 goes to them. Game 3 goes to us. Win 3-1. Come on, let's go. Beat them in 5. Come on. 3-2. And we beat them in 6. Okay. And guess who we get to play? It's the Mavericks, of course. Dallas Mavericks. We got Kyrie, Ace Bailey, Marshall, AD, Lively, Gafford, Nikola Jovic, and Cole Anthony. Well, this is going to be a massive series, obviously. How is Jalen Green doing in these playoffs, by the way? He has to be playing. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Jalen Green is playing elite basketball in the playoffs. So shout out to Jalen Green. Obviously, didn't play super well in his first playoff stint with the Rockets recently. But let's go ahead and simcast game 1 against the Mavericks here. Let's see what we can make some things happen here. If we can win game 1, that'd be awesome. Close games so far, and they're barely going to beat us. So they win game 1 in Phoenix. We cannot afford to go down 2-0, I imagine. So hopefully we take control of this one and win game 2 at least. Close game so far, and we will hang on. So it was super close to going up 2-0. 55 from Devin Booker. He definitely did not want to lose that game. And now let's go steal one in Dallas, please. Dallas, you are overrated, my friend. It's time to take you out. Time to put you down. But so far, they're up big time here. So we're going to lose 108 to 130. I think we pull out the stops, man. Let's go 8-minute rotation. Let's shrink bench utilization down. Let's get Devin Booker and Jalen Green as many minutes as possible. And do we have Kevin Huerter play over Ryan Dunn? I guess I'll leave it for now. Ryan Dunn's not playing super well in the playoffs, but let's see if we can win game 4 to tie this series. We start off hot in the first quarter. Second quarter is tied. Third quarter, they're trying to close the gap on us. And it's a close game so far, but it looks like we have enough time to hang on. So we will. We tie this series 37-27. Cavs awaiting us if we're able to make this happen. We're at home now, so this could be a really big game for us to take control here. So far, they've had the lead most of the game. Been behind them, though, the whole time. Can we hang on to it now? We will. 108 to 113. So just like that, we have taken a 3-2 lead. Let's go ahead and make it happen here. Come on. Nick Richards starting, I guess. Boy to game 7. Let's just beat them here in 6. Come on. We are in Dallas. We can make this happen. We have to lead most of the game, but they are going to try to get back in it. Just hang on to it. I think we've done that, and I think we're headed to the NBA Finals. Let's freaking go. 112-96. It'll end 115-100. Devin Booker with 32, Jalen Green with 31, and Zion with 24. So the NBA Finals going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. So let's see if we can take them out. We have a chance. So that's all we can ask for. Game 1 is going to go to us to start things off. 129-125, 38 from Devin Booker, 28 from Jalen Green. Yeah, I think without Jalen Green, if we would have let Jalen Green walk, we would not have stood a chance. So even though I wasn't trying to let him walk, obviously, but it's only one win, so let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. Game 2 goes to us as well, though. 8-point victory, 32-8, 22-14. Jalen Green didn't play super well in this one, but it's all good. He's been great throughout so far. And we're up 3-0. So it looks like we are about to take care of business and bring home a championship to the Phoenix Suns. And they win game 4. But that's okay. We wanted to celebrate in front of our home fans in Phoenix. That's what it was, right? Let's go ahead and win this game, please. We have the lead right now, and it's looking good for us to take the lead and go home with it. So just like that, we have brought a championship to the Phoenix Suns. I don't think the Suns will get this luck in real life, but hey, like I said, if the Suns could find a way to get rid of Bradley Beal, get under those aprons, they'll have some flexibility, and who knows, maybe they impress us with something. Zion is definitely somebody that they could reach for, because, like, again, I don't know if the Pelicans would trade him at his lowest value right now, but the Suns could definitely take a flyer. I don't know if that's the right way to do things, though, because obviously, look at this crowd jumping and bumping. And just like that, we've brought a championship to the Phoenix Suns before Devin Booker and Zion expire as well, so that's even more helpful. And we did it before Derek Queen and, yeah, I guess it was Nick Clifford would have developed too, but Derek Queen, I was hoping to jump up to like an 88 overall in this video, and he didn't even do that. So that is beautiful. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank y'all for watching. Enjoy the championship celebration if you care to do so. But I'll see y'all in the next one. We'll have a Pacers video next. I had one ready for that. Unfortunately, once the Halliburton injury happened, their offseason changes, dramatically. So I felt I had to redo it, which is what I'll do. So thank you all for watching. This is Crushables saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.